Don't you hit me. We're just gonna wait for a few people to come in. I know for those, oh, let's get it together. Get it together for those who are watching this back in replay. Why is this one so much longer than this one? I'll tell you why, because it's hanging on by a thread. Awful. Well, since ain't nobody in here yet, I'm gonna start off by telling you all about my day. So most of you may not know, but I work from home, and I'm gonna start doing more content regarding my profession and work from home life, blah blah blah. Once I get to 100 subscribers, why haven't I mean? Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I need 100 more. Why haven't I gotten there? I don't know. What the hell is going on between the sheets in my home? Baby, wait, let me explain before you start to point your cane. Oh, I'm about to have a fit. Oh, it's about to be some ish. Let me stop. Um, so my morning, right? It's awful. I haven't been able to get much sleep lately. That's why it's going to take me 50 flipping minutes to get there. I haven't really been able to get much sleep lately because I just have a lot going on. Life has been life, and so whenever things are going on, I can't sleep, and I'm exhausted mentally and physically. Right? I go to police. Mentally and physically, I am just exhausted, but my body will not allow me to sleep. I get very, very little sleep. I need to get over very little sleep. And I'm hoping once these stressors calm down and remove themselves from my life, I'll be able to rest peacefully, right? Have any of y'all ever, are any of y'all like that? Like, hey, when things are going on, and when life is life, and I just can't rest. I cannot sleep for the life of me, no matter how tired I am. And do I have bags? Do I? Because I surely haven't been getting any sleep. Miss, I don't know who you are, but who told you you can be? Thank you, thank you. We don't care. Somebody care, Azam. That's what I'm telling y'all because somebody care. Um, and so I'm hoping when things settle down that I'll be able to get some sleep. Now, Azam, you didn't make me lose my train of thought coming in here with that BS. No hanky panky business. Thank you, Renee. I care. I knew somebody cared. Nick, thank you. Shouting out from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, baby. Like and subscribe. Thank you, thank you. And anybody that subscribed, if you have a channel, I always check if your subscribers list is public. I'll subscribe to you too, because we support the gang of the small subscribers. Hello, King Clown. Let it be known. Nick, everybody, we here. Um, but so let me tell y'all about my morning, right? Shouty is a 10. Y'all kill me with these names. Amir from Connecticut. Welcome, 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 Amir. Um, so I work from home, right? And when I work from home, I generally don't get on camera. I know the days when I have to get on camera, so I do what I need to do to make myself presentable. I go into work one day a week just to kind of build camaraderie with the other team. Can you make me a moderator? I'm driving. I can't. Once I stop driving, I will. And if I do, King Clown, you got to make sure you in this thing every time I go live. Are you able? Are you able? Hey, Cade from California knows how to party. California knows how to party. Hello, session. Okay, so usually when I'm working from home, I'm in PJs, a big t-shirt, bonnet on, robe, looking how I'm looking when I'm looking. So today was my day to go into the office. Now, multiple people from my department was not going to be going into the office, so my supervisor told me, "Hey, I'm gonna let you know if we're gonna go in, if I'm gonna make everybody go in or not." Dumb me and me, oh my. Dumb me, oh my. Child, I get up, get dressed, I put on my makeup, put a smile on my face, put on some clothes, head to the office. And I'm running late because it's traffic. I'm running late, A, because it's traffic, and B, I had to stop to get me coffee. Because if I ain't got no coffee in me, don't talk to me. And in my profession, you do not want me in a bad mood, because moods mean, hey, you may be out of here. So I stopped to get my coffee. Traffic out the wazoo. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Where did you come from? Why are you here? Traffic out the wazoo. I get up there, it's a huge wreck, so I'm late going in. Granted, I don't have a designated time to be in, but I'm late. So I get a phone call from my assistant, and she just calling, updating me on some things, and I'm like, I'm almost there. We can talk when I get there. And she's like, oh, you're on your way, and I'm like, yeah. I'll throw hands without my coffee, disrespectfully. See, Nick, we are here. We are here. My mood is not great. I need my coffee. And it's an addiction, right? I don't do drugs. But I tell people coffee and Coca-Cola is my addiction, right? Coffee and Coca-Cola. I used to say coffee and Coke, but then people started thinking the wrong thing, so now I have to say coffee and Coca-Cola. If I don't have my coffee in the morning, I get, not only am I in a bad mood, but I get headaches. I feel like I gotta gag and throw up. It's just not good. So it's really an addiction for me. Um, and she like, you coming in? And I'm like, yeah, I'm coming in. And she's like, oh, we got a message that we didn't have to come in if we didn't want to. Who? What? Why? Why the hell didn't I wake up and my spirit tell me, check your email before you leave the house? Check your email before you leave the house. That's bad. I know it's bad. I know it's terrible because there's so much caffeine. And to be honest, if that's what you're talking about, I get the shakes, and I used to shake really, 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 really bad, and I was told it was because it was too much caffeine. So I've limited myself to 1 cup of coffee and 1 can of Coca-Cola, so I'm doing better. I ain't there yet, but I'm doing better. Do I have the desire to cut it out completely? Nope. Ain't for the lot of myself. I am not for the lot of y'all. I do not have no type of desire to cut out coffee or Coca-Cola. I need it in my life. Who sing that song? I think who the Louisiana man? I think it's them. I need it in my life. I want it in my life. Put it in my life. Yeah, that's me. Coffee, weed, cigarettes, and what? Nick, is that you, Nick? I can't really read because I'm driving, but I saw a whole bunch. Nick, is that you, baby boom? You got a whole bunch of addictions. Um, Whoever drink coffee and do coke, hey, that's a wild man. Hey, you got some people out there living on the edge. You have some people out there that are living on the edge. They out here yelling YOLO. You only live once, why not? Coffee and coke. Sip and sniff. Sip and sniff, you suckers. I'm like, you ain't about that life. You ain't about that life. You think you are, but you not. There's some people out there that's really about that life. But yeah, since you said it, yep, that is, they living on the edge. Coffee and coke. Wake up, make my coffee, sniff my coke. Crazy. I left coke alone in 2018. Boy, oh boy. You know, it's that's a crazy drug. I heard that when people do that, did you get like sores in your nose and have nosebleeds? Sip and sniff, Nick. You said you left it alone in 2018. You know about it. I don't know nothing about it. I've never done drugs. And, you know, a reason why I've never done drugs is addiction runs bad in my family. And I'm like, why would you ever do drugs if you know how bad addiction runs in our family? And we have people that are like my age and a little bit older that decided to try it. And I'm like, y'all know we have addictive genes. I think it is a gene. We have addictive genes. That's why I've never, ever, ever done drugs. And you know what? Come to think about it, I've never even had a job, and I've had professional jobs, not like, you know, retail or not fast food. I've had professional jobs, and I've never been drug tested. Cause I have some people that be like, "Hey, if I ain't have a job that drug tested me, I will be on it, living a high life, cloud nine." But I just haven't. Now I've drug tested people. And the thing about it is, since I'm surrounded by a bunch of different people and varieties of people, I know all the tricks. I know all about the put a little bleach in your pee and using your kid and your kinfolk pee and the little pills and stuff. So when I well, I didn't administer the drug test, but when I was like, okay, you drug test, homeboy, empty your pockets, empty them, lift up your tongue, you gonna be watched. We taking hair follicles. You think it was a urine sample, do a hair follicle. I never did it that hard. You need like 4 days of straight. Oh, coke ain't even fun. Plus, it got fit in it now. The line ain't worth an early grade. I have a daughter that's first year in college, right? And I told her, Nick, I said, because my daughter is total opposite of me, complete opposite. And I hate them folks that don't know how they kids are. Like, I would never go around and be like, oh no, my oldest daughter is a sweetheart. She would never know my daughter is a straight. She get it from her daddy. So I told her, you be careful, because people out here lacing everything, and they're doing it because they want people to get addicted so they can keep making their money off you being addicted. So you be careful, because your first time could be your last time. And mama don't want to have to go with you. If you go, mama don't want to go. And then mama got another child to deal with. So what, all three of us gonna be gone? All three of us? Boston Rider, you can go to hell. Black is a beautiful. Beautiful. But yeah, they doing even marijuana, right? Marijuana, I remember like my uncles and stuff smoking it and the smell of it. I thank you, Nick. I remember. Was that you asking to be a moderator, Nick? Let me see. Okay, I made you a moderator, Nick. But I remember the smell of marijuana when I was younger because my uncles used to do it. Blah blah blah. Now the smell has gotten worse there. Even the marijuana is different from how it was back in the day. And I'm like, what the hell? Everything is different to make it more addictive, to make it more potent. And I'm like, what is going on so bad in the world? What's going on so bad, especially these teenagers? These kids are the ones that's doing it. What's going on so bad in your kid teenage life that you got to do all these hard drugs and experiment, and you need it harder than what it was back in the 80s? Oh no, I'm a horrible mod. Who was that asking? Somebody asked earlier. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. Um, so what is going on? Your boyfriend broke up with you? Your boyfriend trying to talk to your best friend? I keep on telling y'all, these little kiddish relationships don't last long. That's about it. Your friend, you found out she ain't your friend. Duh, I told you that. Why you put so much gump into that? And I told you that little girl wasn't your friend, and she was jealous. It's crazy as hell. And now I'm in all this traffic. If y'all know anything about Houston 1960, traffic is stupid. They work on one side of the road, they get that one side fixed, then they go on the other side of the road. By the time they fix the other side of the road, the side of the road that they fixed before back jacked up, so they back over there. So it's traffic forever. Forever, ever, ever. I was just bored. It wasn't that my life was horrible, but I can't deny I wanted to just feel more than normal life. I regret it. I see, and I try not to be judgmental. And what I have realized, Nick, is I am very judgmental to the point where I'm low key embarrassed. But a lot of times I have to be like, I cannot relate because I have not experienced it. I used to be like, I'm familiar with people that have experienced it, so I can speak on it and I can judge. Who gonna shoot me, boo? But now, as I've gotten older, I was like, even though I've been around people that have experienced it, you don't know until you have experienced yourself, and I shouldn't be that judgmental. But I am. What's wrong with me? What the hell is wrong with me? I don't know. Um, but maybe that's it with the kids now, that they're doing it out of boredom. Because I think back in the day, maybe they did have stressors. Because back in the day, most of our people were poor. Most of them didn't have everything that we had, and they had to work, and they had to worry about how to help mama and daddy do this and do that. Now these kids spoiled as hell, because I think generations before us kind of tried to figure it out, where they were like, hey, I'm going to work, I'm going to get a career so I can give my kids everything I didn't have. And they figured it out. And now my generation piggyback on that, and we're like, we're going to have careers, and we're going to make money, and we're going to be good and give our kids. Now these spoiled kids, now you're bored. Oh, it ain't enough for your video games and your cell phone and the cars that you drive. You're bored, Nick. This MF and Dave Blunt's talking about, I can't put down the cup, man. Are you talking about the cup with the purple stuff? Boredom and all their favorite rappers push drugs like crazy. That is so true. But once you see your favorite rapper, aka Kodak Black, I be seeing little snippets of him, and I'm like, who would want to be like him? Can't understand half the stuff he's saying. He look crazy. He sound crazy. That is not cool. I would never, ever, 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 ever. Is this lane ending? Why is everybody getting over? Never. I would see that and be like, heck no. Crazy. Let me get over. No, this lane ain't ending. What the hell is going on? Between the sheets in my home. Crazy as hell. Even with Lil Wayne, like, how he looks now versus back then, I think it's a complete different. It's not age. Aging does not do you like that. That's them drugs, and it's awful. Who would ever? And yep, the cup is the purple stuff. That just makes you go to sleep. And I'm like, I'm too nosy to sleep. I want to know what the hell is going on. Why would I do something to make me want to sleep all day, every day? And then what money I'm gonna make? No. What the name of the Seven Dwarfs? Bashful, sleepy. I'd rather be bashful than sleepy. I'd rather be grumpy than sleepy. Like, give me one of the other sixes. I don't want to be sleepy. That's no fun. Uh-oh. And see, here goes some more construction. 1960 it just won't let me be. It just won't let me be. I'm trying to read what you said. We really overstimulated and suggest more in 2025 compared to 2008 and back. Maybe I can see that. I can definitely see that. Because 2008, I was grown in 2008. Oh, the police. Y'all, I got an illegal tent, so when I see the po-po coming through the door saying no, no more, I let my windows down. I heard codeine make you boo boo. Don't nobody want to show us. Ah, I ain't never did that either. That's crazy. That is crazy. If that does make you crap on yourself, who the hell again? Who would want that? I'm a '99 baby, so I'm in the middle of this BS. See, you're a little bit younger than me, Nick. I'm still in the '80s. I'm an '80s baby. And even some people like that I went to school with, I was born late '80s. Even the people that I went to school with, I don't know where you're from, Nick, but meth and stuff started coming out. And to me, meth is like crack because you smoke it out of a pipe, right? Why in the hell you want to put a pipe up to your lips and smoke something? Oh, dang, '80s. Hello. Hello. Not early '80s, because early '80s was the crack. I'm late '80s. I think what was going on for my generation was the dip where they dip the what is it called, the cigarettes and the marijuana sticks in embalming fluid. I'm like, that's crazy. Why would you want to smoke something that they put in dead people's body? Why would you want to put something in your body that they put in dead people's body? What the hell? I have a cousin, right? Oh yep, my town, big meth city. My mom and granny both was on that. I ain't never. What would make you want to smoke meth? And it was like a boy younger than me, maybe like 4 or 5 years, that was smoking meth. And I mean, they had a whole video on it, a pipe wrapped up in a towel, smoking a pipe with meth in it. Oh my lances. No, 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 no. But yeah, my thing, it was, what did they call it? I forgot what they called it. You're in Washington State. I'm in Texas. The home of the everything's bigger in Texas. What was it called? I know it was. Oh, it was called wet. We used to call it wet, where you do a cigarette or a marijuana stick and you dip it in embalming fluid, what they put in the dead people. Hey Raul, and they called it wet. I never understood that. And I have a cousin who was doing it all the time. I don't let me get to line, but I know that was one thing he was doing. Messed his mind up. He ain't been right since. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. And he is crazy, like out of his mind crazy. Not crazy like, oh, my cousin Big Mo, he crazy. No, like crazy Looney Tune. You get a check, you was committed. You supposed to be on medicine type crazy. And don't you know, this fool still got the nerve? He got out of the mental hospital, aka jail, and got out, and that's when meth started coming back. I mean, started coming around. Got out. Now, keep in mind, drugs made him go crazy. He got a hold of some bad drugs. Got out and started doing meth. Why the hell you doing that? And my weed ain't just weed. Go ahead and dump it. Dump it out the window. Flush it down the toilet. But I'm like, why would you do meth? And he's so crazy. He walked up in somebody's house, told them to get out. This is my house. And the people called the police. And then he walked in a dealership with a backpack full of drugs, talking about he gonna buy every car, and to go ahead and give him the keys to every single car, and he gonna buy them. And they called the police on him. When the police checked his backpack full of drugs and pipes and stuff. I'm like, what the hell? You just don't care about yourself at all. You do not care about yourself at all. It's what made me a little crazy. What? LSD? You took Nick? You was living on the edge. You were really living on the edge. Isn't that like a hallucinogenic? Like you was hallucinating? You seen dead people, Nick? And I'm pretty sure that crazy probably still in you. I hold that stuff back like a demon. I know that crazy probably still in you. Oh yeah, that's extra Looney Tune. Yes, he was crazy. Rubber Poo. What is Rubber Poo, Calvin? Yeah, he real crazy. And it ain't that he crazy. He even look crazy, like scary. Like when my kids got older, we started going back around family events, and they like, who is that? They're like, no, I won't go over there with that crazy man. I'm like, just keep your distance. But drugs do ruin people's lives. And that it's a show that I watched where adaptive headlights are unavailable. Use high beam stock for control manual. I don't need no lights on. What is this car talking about? I ain't like that. Sorry. You not crazy? Ah. Yeah, but it was this show where a series. I think it was on Hulu. I'm not sure what it was on. And this woman invited people to a house where they took, I think it was LSD, because it would make them hallucinate and see like dead people that they lost, and they wanted to keep taking it so they can see like their dead loved ones. Like one couple lost a child and they wanted to keep taking it to see their child. So it was crazy, and I think it was LSG. And she was telling them, "I'm putting drugs in your drink and your tea." How you? I'm not. No, you tell me that I'm not drinking it. I'm not taking it. No, ma'am. Sorry, not sorry. But cousin crazy as hell. Crazy driving Miss Daisy. I forgot what. Oh, my day. So that's what I was talking about. Uh, Big Boss Dog is here. Make your announcement, homeboy. Come on in. Make your announcement known. He is here. To realize I'm be able to look and looky look. No, it's more so mentally than the visuals that stuck with me. Certain words will trigger you into anxiety and delusions in my head, but you differentiate real life and delusions. Oh my. So was it like a paranoia type of thing? Were you paranoid? MF had gave too much. What up, everyone? I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. What makes you a big boss? Because you got all of that in all caps. So we gonna need you to explain yourself, homeboy. We gonna need you to explain yourself. Nick, how did you get off of all of that? Because I can imagine that addiction is hard and it's hard to get off. Some people say that it's a mind thing, and then once you decide you want to stop, you can stop. But I just don't see it being that easily because people be falling bad. Okay, I know I hit my brakes. Definitely paranoid. Oh, and that's another thing that my cousin did. He stayed with my grandma. And my grandfather had like a big old, it was like not a garage, but like a shop. He worked on cars, so he had a big old shop. He went and set the entire shop on fire that was on her property, cut all his hair off, and then my grandma still got the old space heaters. Stood in front of the space heater till I looked like Parker. Crazy. All the while the shop outside on fire. What the hell? I said, y'all better watch out for y'all grandma or your mama. If you love your grandma or your mama, you better get him up out of there. Like nothing. Set the thing on fire, shaved his head, talking about he looked like Pac. Oh my lances. That's how I roll. How do you roll? Hey Damien. How do you roll? I'm confused. I'm 100% confused. I honestly just quit all of it besides what I do today. What you do today? And I come from deep addictions. It's in my family too. See? Well, that's why I say I gotta stop being so judgmental because my mind is like, hey, addiction runs deep in my family. I don't want to do it. I didn't start really drinking until I was like 24, 25. I didn't even drink alcohol. I was like, thanks, but no thanks. Give me some Coca Cola. I've loved Coca Cola all my life. Let's see. Okay, I'm coming up on a red light where I'll be able to read. But yeah, I didn't even want to drink nothing. But honestly, I had a bad experience with drinking when I was 15. I'm gonna tell y'all about it. I'm at a red light. In the family too. It really is a mindset and saying I don't need it, but if it's around, craving's gonna show. That makes sense. Keep your eyes on the road, ma'am. Stay safe. Thank you. Every time I go live and I'm driving, somebody says it. So thank you for caring about me, my safety, and others on the road. I'm a boss in my hometown of West Palm Beach, Florida. You know what they say, everybody in Florida crazy. So big boss, is it delusional for you? I just smoke weed and cigarettes today. Okay. Barely drink anymore. I used to get effed up on alcohol. They say that alcohol, when someone drinks alcohol and they're an angry alcoholic, that's the worst. Because some people drink alcohol and they fun, but then you have that angry person that drink alcohol and they be angry, want to fight everybody, act a fool. No, thank you. No, thank you. But I had a bad experience drinking when I was 14 or 15. My house was like the quote unquote party house, right? And so when I was like 14, 15 years old, they had some kind of liquor that tasted like chocolate milk. And I'm just drinking it, right? I'm just drinking it because it tasted good. Now, I don't remember. Let me not lie to the people of the people because I don't want to be known as a liar. I don't remember if I was told it was alcohol or if I was just told it was chocolate milk. I don't know. But I got so wasted. I took all my clothes off. Now, I'm pretty small now. I think so. I'm a pretty small girl and I'm in my late 30s and I have two kids. So imagine me 14, 15 years old. I was like this flat, 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 everything. And so I'm drinking it like it's nothing. I don't know what made me. Oh, I know. I took all my clothes off, bony, in front of everybody. Keep in mind, it's a party house, so it's a house full of people. Everybody drinking, having fun. Took my all my clothes off because I felt like I needed to throw up, and I didn't want to throw up on my clothes and mess up my clothes. I went in the bathroom. I did grab a blanket, so I wasn't that messed up. I grabbed a blanket to wrap myself up after I got naked in front of everybody. I went in my room, grabbed a blanket, needed to throw up. I couldn't really focus on the toilet, so I was like, I don't want to throw up all on the floor because I know I'm going to be the one that have to clean it up. So I threw up in the tub because I'm like, the tub is bigger than the toilet. Threw up in the tub and came out trying to do the bunny hop. That's when the bunny hop song first came out. If y'all don't know, doing the bunny hop. Come on, come on. I do the bunny hop. Um, and yeah, after I was like, heck no. If that's what it makes you do, no, because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed out the wazoo. Out the wazoo. That's the Hennessy. Maybe anything Hennessy. Now, I'm not delusional. I'm a boss. I believe you. Big boss dog, I believe you. The tub is definitely a bigger target when the world is spinning. That's why I was like, I wasn't that drunk because to me, everything I was doing was making sense. I didn't want to throw up on my clothes, so I took them off. I went and got a blanket to cover myself up. Of course, it was too late. Everybody had seen all the bones and everything. And I didn't want to throw up all on the floor because I was going to have to clean it up. So, tub it is. But I was like, no, 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 no. And I didn't drink after that. If I was 14, 15, probably about 19 years. Crazy, right? But I am almost to my destination. Make sure y'all subscribe. I need 100 more subscribers to reach my 1,000 subscription goal. Make sure you turn on your notifications so when I go live, you can watch me. Catch up on all my videos. I vlog with my family. If you don't feel like watching long form videos, go check out my short form videos. It's like 10 seconds long. Make sure you leave me a comment so that I know that you were here. And I will talk to you all later.